When it comes to Hollywood royalty, few names shine brighter than Sandra Bullock. Known for her timeless charm, brilliant acting, and unforgettable roles in some of the most beloved films of our time, Sandra has captured the hearts of millions. But beyond the glitz and glamour of the big screen, Sandra has kept one thing mostly out of the spotlight: her love life. Despite being one of the most sought-after actresses in the industry, Sandra has always been a master of maintaining privacy when it comes to her romantic relationships. From a whirlwind romance with a fellow star to a marriage that had everyone talking, Sandra's love life has been as captivating as any of her roles. Most recently, her relationship with Brian Randall, which lasted from 2015 until his tragic passing in 2023, showed us a side of Sandra that was both tender and deeply personal. But who are the men who have captured the heart of America's sweetheart? From her early days in Hollywood to her more recent relationships, we're diving deep into Sandra Bullock's romantic history. So, buckle up, because we're about to take a journey through the love life of one of Hollywood's most beloved leading ladies. Michael Mailer, Sandra Bullock, and producer Michael Mailer were rumored to have had a brief romance in the early 90s after they crossed paths at a Los Angeles party. Although they never publicly confirmed their relationship, it's widely believed that the two shared a short-lived yet intense connection. Their relationship reportedly ended on good terms, allowing both to continue thriving in their respective careers and personal lives. Tate Donovan. When Sandra Bullock was filming Love Potion No. 9 in 1992, she never imagined she would fall deeply in love with a fellow actor. That man was Tate Donovan, whom she was so eager to befriend that she openly admitted to chasing him like a dog. Their relationship quickly blossomed into a 4-year romance, with George Clooney, a close friend of Bullock's, playing a key role. According to Bullock, Clooney was instrumental in their relationship, even once telling one of her boyfriends, likely Donovan, "If you don't marry her, I will." Throughout their time together, Bullock was devoted to Donovan and deeply cherished their bond. She described him as the most significant person in her life at that time, stating, "You have one great love in life, and I've had it." The couple frequently made headlines and were the subject of numerous rumors, including speculation about an engagement during their years together. Bullock poured her heart into the relationship, saying, "My priorities were him first, me second." Donovan was the one person who made her confront all aspects of herself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, something she hadn't anticipated before he entered her life. Unfortunately, their relationship ended in heartbreak, a loss that Bullock struggled to move past. Reflecting on her feelings, she said, "It takes a lot for me to fall in love. A lot. And knowing him was the greatest gift to myself and to my personality." Bullock and Donovan parted ways in 1994, and the reasons for their breakup remained a mystery, leading to widespread speculation. In an interview, Bullock was asked if her rising fame had contributed to their split, but she firmly denied this, saying, "Never in a million years do I think that success is what pushed a love away." She also rejected the notion that two people can't remain friends after a failed romance, stating, "We've both made mistakes, and you've got to go on." Rumors also swirled that Bullock had been involved with football star Troy Aikman and a close friend, which she also denied. At that point, Bullock was reluctant to re-enter the dating scene, acknowledging that it would be challenging to trust someone again. Facing the press was equally difficult, as they were primarily interested in discussing her breakup with Donovan. "It drove Tate crazy," she recalled. Yet Bullock would sometimes bring up Donovan to steer the conversation away from herself. Neither has ever fully explained why their relationship ended, with Bullock saying, "I can't explain why things never worked out the way they did. We both know why it happened." Troy Aikman, Sandra Bullock, and Troy Aikman's rumored relationship remains shrouded in mystery. It was reported that the two dated in 1995, but they kept their romance extremely private. Aikman was said to have developed feelings for Bullock after seeing her in Speed, but ultimately, the distance between them led to their breakup. Since their relationship happened long before the internet and social media, there's little information available about their brief time together. However, it seems the spark between them may have lingered, as rumors suggest the Bird Box star and the former Dallas Cowboys quarterback rekindled their romance years later. Allegedly, both Aikman and Bullock were recently divorced when they decided to give their relationship another try in 2013. A source told the National Enquirer, "They got along well when they dated back in the 90s, but they now have so much more in common than they did then." Just a month later, a source from the Irish Independent revealed that Bullock was hesitant to make her relationship with Aikman public. They explained, "Sandra and Troy have always gotten along well, but she doesn't want to publicly date him until she's 100% ready for a relationship. She's also worried about getting her heart broken, so a no-strings fling is fine, but she's not committing to anything yet." Bullock's role as a mother to her only child at the time also made her more cautious about diving into a serious relationship with Aikman. Much like the beginning of their romance, the reason behind Sandra Bullock and Troy Aikman's second breakup remains unclear. What we do know is that both eventually moved on with their lives. Don Padilla. In the mid-90s, Sandra Bullock was briefly linked to Don Padilla, who worked as a grip in the camera department at the time. Padilla was by Bullock's side at the premiere of The Net in July 1995, and the couple was also seen together at a book launch in November that same year. Although Bullock didn't mention Padilla by name, she referred to him in a 1996 interview with Detour, describing him as someone she had been dating for 10 months. She shared, "He's a really sweet person. It's been rough because of everything that's happened. Plus he's working all the time, so I rarely get to see him. But for a year, I was on my own trying to date, and I'm telling you, dating was the worst experience I ever had." Reflecting on her past dating experiences, Bullock added, "I seem to have attracted everyone whose intentions were not the best." Matthew McConaughey. In the 90s, before Sandra Bullock and Matthew McConaughey reached the heights of their fame, a romance quietly blossomed between them. With celebrity gossip far less invasive than today, Sandra and Matthew managed to keep their fling under the radar. They first met on the set of the 1996 film A Time to Kill, and the sparks were immediate. Interestingly, Matthew was also rumored to have dated another co-star from the same movie, Ashley Judd, who played his on-screen wife and was the biggest star in the cast at the time. While the timeline of Matthew's relationships with Sandra and Ashley is unclear, it's possible that he was casually seeing both women around the same time. Regardless, Sandra and Matthew were so discreet about their relationship that they managed to keep it a secret for nearly 2 years. The reason for their eventual breakup remains unknown, though it might have been due to their busy schedules as aspiring actors or a mutual decision to maintain professional boundaries, something that can be challenging in the entertainment industry. Maybe we had certain crushes on each other at certain times, but we always just kind of kept it professional. Matthew McConaughey on The Howard Stern Show. Matthew later explained his hesitance to date co-stars while promoting his memoir Greenlights. He mentioned that couples who act together after establishing a romantic relationship often lose the sizzle they initially had, which is why he prefers to keep things professional. Though he admits to having crushes on co-stars at times, those feelings usually fade as both parties respect the boundaries of their professional and personal lives. But they're still the best of friends and have enormous respect and love for each other. Though their romantic relationship ended as the new millennium approached, Sandra and Matthew's friendship only grew stronger. Over the years, they've developed a deep, respectful, and platonic bond that's far more meaningful than a fleeting romance. They've consistently supported each other, honored one another at industry events, and even socialized with each other's partners outside of work. When asked about their enduring friendship, Sandra shared that there's always been a profound respect and love between them, which keeps them close. She mentioned that maintaining their friendship requires effort, but it's worth it because of the incredible friend she has in Matthew. Despite Matthew now having a family with Camila Alves, Sandra still feels cared for by him, which she values deeply. Interestingly, Sandra has also formed a friendship with Camila. and the two have been photographed together on several occasions, highlighting the strength of Sandra and Matthew's bond. "I feel very cared for by Matthew. No matter where he is in his life or where I am in mine, he could be married. I know we would stay close." Sandra Bullock to Cosmopolitan Matthew shares similar sentiments. While presenting Sandra with the Decade of Hotness Award at the 2014 Guys' Choice Awards, he paid tribute to their long-standing friendship, humorously recalling their shared experiences on and off set. He expressed his gratitude for knowing her for over 20 years and congratulated her on her achievement. In a more recent interview with Playboy, Matthew confirmed they're still close friends and even expressed a desire to bring another version of their relationship to the big screen. He praised Sandra, describing her as a woman with the intelligence, thoughtfulness, and charisma to run a country. "Sandra and I have another version of our relationship to put on film, and we're looking for something. She's not a little girl. She's a woman. She could run a country." Matthew McConaughey to Playboy. Dweezil Zappa. In the mid-90s, Sandra Bullock and Dweezil Zappa, the son of the iconic musician Frank Zappa, had a brief romance. The two met on the set of the film The Stupids, where Zappa made a cameo appearance. Their relationship was short-lived, lasting only a few months before they amicably parted ways. Bob Schneider. Sandra Bullock dated musician Bob Schneider from 1999 to 2001. During their time together, the couple experienced a harrowing incident, a plane crash that occurred after they left the premiere of Miss Congeniality. Fortunately, both Schneider and Bullock emerged from the crash uninjured. In an early 2000s interview with Cinema.com, Bullock described their relationship as very low-key, explaining, "We live our life together one day at a time. It's something I learned through trial and error." At the time, Bullock admitted that she found it difficult to say "I love you," but added that she and Schneider often spoke German to each other, a language both were familiar with from their time growing up in Germany. She humorously noted, "Maybe saying I love you in German could be easier for me." Though Bullock preferred to keep their relationship out of the spotlight, she actively supported Schneider's career as an artist. "Sandra discovered Bob and has really promoted him. He is very talented," said Bullock's friend, Rosanna Arquette. Schneider's song Bullets even made it onto the soundtrack for Miss Congeniality. Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant and Sandra Bullock sparked rumors about their relationship when they appeared together at the London premiere of 2 Weeks' Notice on a chilly Thursday night. Around 2,000 fans braved the freezing weather to catch a glimpse of the pair, who had been the subject of speculation about their relationship for the past 9 months. Playfully interacting with the crowd and reporters, Grant and Bullock hugged, and at one point, Bullock even gave her co-star's bottom a cheeky pinch on the red carpet. Grant credited Bullock with helping him rediscover the joy of filmmaking, expressing his desire to work with her again. When asked about the romance rumors, Bullock responded with humor, saying, "That's probably as true a rumor as has been written." The duo made a point of publicly flirting and poking fun at the speculation. In a playful moment, when Grant was asked to kiss Bullock, she grimaced before reluctantly offering her cheek. Grant, known for his roles in Notting Hill and About a Boy, reiterated his desire to collaborate with Bullock again, though he jokingly remarked, "But alas, I don't think she feels the same." He shared that working with Bullock had been a refreshing experience, marking the first time he truly enjoyed making a film since 1999. "I have never had so much fun making a film before," he said, adding, "I never have fun at work, so it was a strange experience for me." Despite the ongoing speculation since they began filming in early 2002, both Grant and Bullock denied any romantic involvement at the time. At the premiere, the pair spent time signing autographs and chatting with fans, with Grant even snapping photos with his admirers. 2 Weeks' Notice, which stars Bullock as a lawyer hired by Grant's character, a property billionaire, had already grossed $80 million at the U.S. box office. The film's plot sees the two characters initially clashing but ultimately falling in love as they are forced to work together. Ryan Gosling. One of Sandra Bullock's most talked-about relationships was with actor Ryan Gosling, whom she met on the set of Murder by Numbers. Despite a significant age gap, Bullock was 38, while Gosling was just 21. Their connection was undeniable. The pair soon began making public appearances together, with their debut as a couple occurring at the Murder by Numbers premiere in 2002. In the following year, Bullock subtly acknowledged their relationship in an interview with Cosmopolitan. When asked if they were friends, she responded carefully, saying, "Let me see if I can answer that politically and correctly. We're friends." However, she hinted that their bond was more than just friendship, adding, "If you were to add the word just, it would probably be a bit of a lie. So I'd say we're friends." Bullock also shared how much she learned from Gosling, despite their age difference. "I live my life at a manic pace, and he's taught me to disregard all that isn't important. He's like a little Buddha." Their relationship ended just shy of 2 years, with the couple parting ways in 2003. However, Gosling always spoke highly of Bullock. In a 2011 interview with The Independent, he reflected on his past relationships, saying, "I had 2 of the greatest girlfriends of all time," referring to Bullock and later girlfriend Rachel McAdams. "I haven't met anybody who could top them." Jesse James. In 2003, Sandra Bullock met Jesse James, the host of Monster Garage, when she took her 10-year-old godson to visit the headquarters of West Coast Choppers in Long Beach. After the visit, Bullock returned to her office to find a missed call from James, who had agreed to give them a special tour of the shop. Suspecting his interest in her, she instructed an employee not to give him her personal number, but instead to pass along her email. Despite turning him down multiple times, James eventually caught her off guard by engaging her in a thoughtful game of 20 questions, which led to a connection that neither of them anticipated. Through a series of email exchanges, Bullock discovered a different side of James. "So basically, through a courtship of letters, which I didn't even recognize, I learned about a human being," she shared. This unexpected connection grew into a relationship, leading James to propose to Bullock with a vintage Tiffany diamond ring from 1910. They planned a secret wedding, which took place in July 2005 at a ranch in the San Ynez Valley, under the guise of celebrating Bullock's 41st birthday. The couple hosted 270 guests and aimed for a vintage Western barbecue feel, with Bullock walking down the aisle in satin cowboy boots and even crafting James's wedding band herself in his shop. Bullock embraced her role as a stepmother to James's 3 children and became a key figure in their blended family. She once said, "You don't have to give birth to someone to have a family." The couple even moved across the street from James's ex-wife, Carla, to be closer to James's 2 children from that marriage. When James's second wife, Janine Lindemulder, was sentenced to prison in late 2008, Bullock and James took care of his youngest daughter, Sunny, eventually winning custody of her in December 2009. However, their seemingly strong relationship came crashing down just days after Bullock won her first Oscar for The Blind Side in 2010. In Touch Weekly published an explosive story based on claims by tattoo artist Michelle "Bombshell" McGee, who alleged she had an 11-month affair with James while Bullock was filming the movie. James denied the majority of the allegations, but as more women came forward with similar claims, he checked himself into rehab for personal issues. Bullock soon filed for divorce, expressing her sadness and fear about the situation. Amid the turmoil, Bullock revealed that she had adopted a baby boy, Louis Bardo, in January of that year, a process she and James had kept secret until after award season. Reflecting on her post-split relationship with James, Bullock described it as a different one, a bittersweet one of new understanding, one of forgiveness, one of support for his recovery. She also confirmed her plans to continue the adoption process as a single parent. Brian Randall. One of the most impactful relationships in Sandra Bullock's life was with Brian Randall, a talented photographer. The couple was together from 2015 until his passing in August 2023. With heavy hearts, we share that Brian Randall peacefully passed away on August 5th, following a 3-year struggle with ALS, his family shared in a statement to People. Brian made the decision early on to keep his battle with ALS private, and those of us who cared for him respected his wishes as best we could. For Bullock, Randall was truly the love of her life, as she revealed on Red Table Talk. She added, "We share 2 beautiful children, and his older daughter, making it 3. It's the most wonderful thing." However, despite their deep connection, she didn't feel the need to remarry. As Bullock's sister mentioned in a heartfelt Instagram post, Bullock remained by Randall's side as both his carer and partner until his final days. ALS is a devastating disease, but there is some solace in knowing that he had the best care from my incredible sister and the team of nurses she gathered to help care for him at their home, she wrote on Instagram. July 26, 2024. Sandra Bullock is doing okay after Brian Randall's death. As Sandra Bullock marked her 60th birthday, a source revealed to People that the actress is doing okay now. Her friends provided the support she needed both during Brian's illness and in the time after, the source shared. She's thankful for all the love and support. Everyone rallied around her to help lift her up after Brian passed. Sandra Bullock's journey through love has been filled with joy, heartache, and undeniable beauty. Each relationship, from her early days in the spotlight to her final years with Brian Randall, has shaped the woman we've come to adore on and off the screen. While her love story with Brian ended in sorrow, it also stands as a testament to the profound connection and love they shared. A love that, even in its loss, continues to inspire. As we close this chapter on Sandra's romantic history, we're reminded that love, in all its forms, is as complex as it is beautiful. We wish Sandra nothing but peace, happiness, and continued success in her incredible journey ahead. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Sandra Bullock's love life, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fascinating stories about your favorite stars. And if you found this video touching or insightful, please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.